Kids through Astro Radio, the Astro Media Radiothon, 571 Kids, 571-5437. Dufresne Miracle Lines are set up and ready to go. Okay, before we get to our special guests, we do have another challenge. We love getting these challenges. Everybody is coming from everywhere and challenging people. There's firefighters and policemen and taxi drivers, and Kel Tire has joined the list from the staff at Kel Tire. They like to challenge competitors to match or exceed their donations. And we'd like to thank the staff at Kel Tire up on 18th Street North. So thank you guys and gals for calling that in. Tire shops, get on that. Hey, we need to hear from everybody else out there. Fountain Tire, I hope you guys up there heard that message. All right, Rochelle is here with Carson. We were talking earlier about the Change Crusader campaign that's new to the Radiothon efforts this year. And, I met this little guy a couple nights ago, and he comes up here to our broadcast booth. Folks, he's 4. He's got the best faux hawk you'll ever see, and actually he's going to give me some hair tips on that later. His name's Carson, and Carson, I want to welcome you to the broadcast today. How you doing?
Good.
Good? Just you're the strong, silent type, or you don't have to be shy with me, man. We're on the radio here. So I want to ask you something about the Change Crusader campaign and how much money you raised for the kids that really, really needed our help.
$600.
$600? How much? How did you do that? You must have worked really hard. I mean, that's like a superhero. That's like a super crusader going around and collecting that much change. What did you do to get all that money?
To go to work and friends.
You visited friends and your mom's work, and your mom's here with you now. Rochelle, boy, that's how long did that take you guys to raise $602 with just change?
Actually, not very long. All of our friends and the people at our office are very supportive of Carson, and they know what he did, what he's been through, and they don't have a problem donating.
Okay, a lot of change makes a lot of difference, and hopefully we can change the situation of a lot of the kids that use the hospital. You mentioned Carson, of course, had to use the facilities, and the condition. Tell us a little bit about that. Give us a little bit of, shed some light on that.
Carson was born with a congenital heart defect. His aorta and his pulmonary artery were reversed, which required him to have open heart surgery at 12 days old. He had his first surgery actually when he was 5 hours old. Without it, he wouldn't survive. We know he wouldn't have survived without that surgery. So it's something that he's going to have for the rest of his life. He'll have to be monitored at the Children's Hospital till he's an adult, and it's an important thing to have. If we didn't have it, he wouldn't be here with us today. So.
You say he has to be monitored. How often do you go into the Children's Hospital in Winnipeg?
Right now, he sees his doctor here in Brandon, and we go to Winnipeg once a year. Right now, he's had a few little hiccups, so we're on our way in a couple of weeks to actually go and have an echo and get his heart checked out to see what's going on. But yeah, right now it's on a yearly basis. So.
And what we're doing here with our efforts is to make sure that the hospital is running as smooth and as soundly as possible with the best equipment and the best people inside doing their jobs. Tell us a little bit about your experiences with the doctors, and for folks that really would never otherwise know, we'll take a look inside the hospital now through your eyes, Rochelle.
I don't have anything bad to say. Everything good. As soon as we got to the hospital, we were in a high-stress situation. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. We got there. They immediately found us a place that we could, be close to where he was going to come out of surgery. The next morning, once all the staff was actually there, like the day staff, we were met by a social worker and one of the nurse practitioners, and they walked us through everything that would be happening. We actually would have had to further go to Edmonton. So they walked us through all that. Not only did they look after Carson, but they really did look after us, making sure that we knew that he was going to be okay, and they were going to do the best that they could for him. So
that's awesome. Now, the $602 that you managed to raise with Mom Carson is going to go a long way to our efforts today. And I want to, from all of us at KX96, I want to thank you for taking the time and doing that and becoming a Change Crusader. Okay, so thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Any parting messages you want to send out to all your fans this morning?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to say thanks?
Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks for coming by, Carson. Good meeting you, man. And when we're off and done with this interview, can you give me some hair tips? Because I love the faux hawk, man. It's cool. You rock the faux hawk.
Yes.
Soft-spoken little guy, the cutest little guy you're ever going to meet today, too. Pop by and say hi during our broadcast location and help us make a difference with the Radiothon today. Rochelle, thank you for your time.
No problem.
That's a great story, and hopefully many, many great days ahead. And, the trips to Winnipeg, never easy. But when we keep our efforts going, we'll keep the hospital happening, and everything will be sound and tickety-boo, as they say. 571-KIDS is the number, 571-5437. Before we get back to music, Carson, can I get you to do me a quick favor? Carson, could I get you to do me a quick favor? Could you ask people in Westman to call now? And can you read this number up on the board there? Maybe Mom can help you out too, okay?
Call now. 571. Kids.
Excellent, okay. I know you're picking up the phone now. Thanks, Carson. Good job, man. All right, we're going to get back into some more music in just a little bit. We've got more messages to get to, and more challenges, too, are coming in. So, hey, 571-KIDS, just what Carson said down on the phone banks. I'm looking. It looks like it could be a lot busier. So, hopefully, you got a phone nearby, and you're going to be using it soon.